Zwom. Doot, 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 doot. BMO.
Hey everyone, and welcome to another BMO Creative crypto video. So this one is about the U28 creature. The U28 creature is the name given to a thing that was seen and documented during an explosion. This encounter with the U28 creature took place in the early part of World War I, a year after the war started, after a military engagement between the German submarine called the SMU-28 and the British steamer Iberian. The captain of the U-boat, Commander George Gunther von Forstner, described the encounter in the following passage taken from his logbooks, and I translated. 30 July 1915, U-28 torpedoed the British steamer Iberian, which was carrying a rich cargo across the North Atlantic. The steamer sank swiftly, the bow stuck up vertically. Moments later, the hull of the Iberian disappeared. The wreckage remained beneath the water for nearly 25 seconds at a depth that was clearly impossible to assess, when there was a sudden violent explosion which threw pieces of debris, among them a gigantic aquatic animal, out of the water to a height of at least 24 meters. I had with me in the conning tower 6 officers of the watch, the chief engineer, the navigator, and the helmsman. At the same time, we all drew one another's attention to this wonder of the seas which was writhing and struggling among the debris. We were unable to identify the creature, but all of us agreed that it resembled a crocodile, which was about 18 meters long, with 4 limbs resembling large webbed feet, a long pointed tail, and a head which also tapered to a point. No photograph was taken. The animal sank out of sight after 10 or 15 seconds. So one important thing to note about this encounter is the manner in which the captain recorded the encounter. In general, submarine captain logs are not known to be prone to exaggeration, leading some to believe that he would not detail such an encounter in any other way but as it actually happened. Also, there would be absolutely no reason to concoct such a fantastic story, knowing, as we all do, that the majority of people who report strange encounters are generally looked upon as crazy and meet with only ridicule. So based on this description of events, some people have theorized that this encounter could indicate a surviving specimen of the pliosaur or mosasaur, both of which are thought to have resembled gigantic crocodiles. There are fossil records of both of them we have found that indicate that they did live in the ocean and did migrate in those areas. And other sea serpents have been described in this area as well. There are also a handful of researchers who have suggested that this creature may have been a large crocodile being transported by the steamer only to be released into the ocean when the ship exploded. This small number of investigators have stated that any creature swimming in the ocean would more than likely keep its distance from a naval battle and the subsequent sinking of a ship due to the gunfire and the loud noise in the water, and for the U-28 creature to have been blown out of the water upon the Iberian's explosion. The creature would have been swimming almost directly over the sinking ship just seconds after it sunk because of the torpedo fire. Though it is unclear why a British steamer would be transporting a 18-meter long, roughly 60-foot long aquatic creature across the Atlantic. So, people that watch my videos usually ask me what I think the creature was. I think, based on the description of the webbed feet, not flippers or fins, this was probably an example of a Dacosaurus. The Iberian was sunk in the Atlantic Ocean about 9 nautical miles southwest of Fastnet Rock off the southwestern coast of Ireland, which, traveling from Manchester to Boston, and sightings of sea monsters in Ireland's folklore way before World War I, creatures like the Olafeist and the Cathag and the Tronse beast all happened before World War I, and I think this is an example of it. The description is exactly like a Dacosaurus. But a better question is, what do you think the U-28 creature was? Leave a comment below. Anyway, That is going to do it for this one. Thanks so much for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe to BMO Creative for more crypto videos. Thanks so much. Bye.